Well, hello everybody. Here we are, day 3 of Ivan's daily photo. Today I want to do something slightly different than what we done on day 1 and day 2. And this came to me this morning when I was walking around in the middle of the day, and I found it's a clear day today. There is no clouds, so the light is very hard. And what happens when you have hard light is that you have clearly defined shadows. So I was walking around the house and I saw we have a balcony that has a veranda on it with wood structures, and I'll share with you, you'll see those on the photograph. But as I was walking around, I kept seeing all these lines on the deck and then on the shadows, and it just dawned on to me, why not just play with lines and shadows and come up with some compositions and some interesting photograph. They're all going to be in color. Most of them will look like black and white, but they're actually color photograph. But the point that I'm going to make here is that we're playing with lights and shadows, and we're using what photographers will call hard light. All right, let's see. So this is what prompted me to play with lines and shadows, the view from the of the window reflection on the ground. Obviously too much, so I tried to isolate it, and I thought, oh, this is kind of cool, but maybe a little too much distraction on it, nothing spectacular. How about if I just play closer? So I came up with this, just a beautiful plate of lines of a strong shadow on the ground, and what you see here is a hard light, hard shadows on the ground. So I went outside and looked at the veranda on the patio, and the light is just hitting it perfectly. And I'm looking for all these lines, all these shadows on the ground. And I figured out, okay, where can I go? Where can I go? Well, let's play with the veranda and the reflection outside on the roof. Then kept looking around because I want to isolate. I want to find something that really stands out, that has no distractions. So I'm getting closer, but I'm still seeing green in between the fences and a little bit of the sky, and it's a little distracting. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I angle myself so that I can get rid of the trees and the sky, so that I'm seeing nothing but white and lines. And this is what I'm seeing. So this is actually my favorite for the fence part of it. And as you can see, it's just a beautiful play of lines and shadow. And it's, as I say, it's a color photograph. But then I went and looked at the reflection of the fence on the ground. And as you can see, there is a beautiful plate of lines, the deck, wood, and the shadows on the ground plays this beautiful collection of lines, and there are diagonals and horizontals, and then I went and tried to isolate them even more, and I came up with this. So these are, in essence, probably these last two are my favorites because they're simple, beautiful, and clean, and I'm looking at nothing but just lines, the decks, and lines of light and shadow, and this is what's making this interesting abstract play of lines, I think, more fascinating. This is a different one, more diagonals, and this is actually what I will call my photo of the day. It's clean, full of diagonal lines, and I think it's like something that really speaks to me, and it's very abstract. It's something that I could just hang on a wall and just contemplate for hours. So there you have it, my photo of the day.